happening to us?
I keep dying.
You keep dying, I keep going to sleep, and we never get anything done.
I don't get a damn thing done.
Yeah, who cares? Welcome,
At
everyone.
least I'm alive.
That's true. Oh, we got to talk about that, man. We got to talk
Yeah,
about that. Welcome, everyone, to Jbomb and Puddy Save the Planet. We're back again.
Again.
Apologies for us being gone last week. We are going to talk about that briefly here in just a moment. But before we do, just want to mention this. Endorsed by Mountain Arts Democracy, KJX3 Original Podcast.
Oh, man.
Jbomb, how goes it?
Goes better now.
Got really worried about you last week, man.
Honestly, I got worried about me. Yeah, you don't know too many details on it, really. But
yeah. All I know is that you went to the hospital last week, and I knew something was up, and I was really happy to hear that you were able to come home or whatever, but I knew it's just like, all right, he's going to be out of it for this week. And when I didn't hear anything on Thursday, I'm just like, yeah.
Well, actually, I believe me and you had talked, like, right after I got out.
Yeah, we did.
I got out Wednesday, and we talked a little bit, and I ain't gonna lie, the medicine this shows you how bad I was, because I live in an area where drugs are a problem.
Yeah.
So hospitals are not really going to give you much in my area.
No.
And me, thank God, I've never been into that scene. I've never been into the pain pills and all that shit. But this shows you how bad off I was. They were switching me out the whole time I was in the hospital. They would one time they would give me morphine, and then 6 hours later they would give me Lortab 10s.
Damn.
Yeah, they were keeping me completely fucking stupid. I could barely fucking even open my eyes half the time because I don't do pills like that, so it really screws me up better than anybody. But
yeah, and a pill like that.
Yeah, when me and you talked that Wednesday, I was still kind of floating off some morphine, and I was feeling really good. Like I could, do a podcast, and I even told you, I was like, "Yeah, we'll do it. I'm ready."
Yeah.
And then the next day kicked in. All the medication wore off. I mean, they gave me something for pain here, but it's not like what they were giving me.
Mm-hmm.
And what they gave me here, it just turned me into even worse of a zombie. Like I would be dozing off, sitting up, So I knew by halfway through Thursday, I was like, man, I hate to do it. I'm going to try to snap out of it, but I got a feeling I'm going to tell Puddy I can't do this.
Hey, that's totally fine, man. Your health is more important than anything. And as unfortunate as for our listeners, I know they like listening to us and everything, but like you got to take care of yourself, man. 100%.
I mean, that day ended up being even scarier. I told you a little bit about it. Anybody's ever been through surgery, when you get put down through anesthesia, when you wake up, they give you this little plastic thing that you're supposed to take deep breaths into and breathe out into it to re-expand your lungs. I didn't know this, and the hospital I was in was full of a bunch of idiots that didn't tell me, hey, you need to do this like every hour to get your lungs open back up. So also that Thursday night why I canceled on you is because my lungs hadn't fully expanded back from my surgery. So every time I was dozing off during that Thursday, I told you I kept falling asleep. Every time I would doze off, I would stop breathing.
Yeah, it was scary. It sounded really scary.
Yeah, like I would exhale all the air out of my lungs and I would doze off. But then I wouldn't start breathing back in. So, yeah, I didn't sleep Thursday night I sat up all night Thursday night doing breathing exercises after I talked to my friend Lexi. She works at pharmacy, and she's explained to me what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I spent all Thursday night and Friday doing these breathing exercises to expand my lungs back out so I could breathe. So, yeah.
You had hell of a day that day.
That was during the recovery, so
yeah.
I mean, I'll say, well, what happened was they said it could have started from an infected hair. They're not really sure. It could have been a bug bite, but basically,
I'm curious what happened. Yeah.
You know what an abscess is, right? It's like a pocket of infection.
Yeah.
Well, in my family, my family's known for getting like a little boil every now and then, or have a little bit of acne on the body,
Right.
and sometimes it can get out of hand and stuff. But turned out what happened was I ended up getting this abscess on my right above my waistline, right up my stomach and waistline,
Ugh.
and it was not coming to a head, and it wasn't getting absorbed. It just kept growing.
Wow.
And you usually in my family, you get one of those. It comes to a head like a pimple. You pop a damn thing. You're done. You're good.
Yeah, right.
Put a Band-Aid on the motherfucker. 2 days later, it's gone.
Hmm.
Well, this one apparently, according to, because they had to do X-ray on me. According to the X-ray, it was a half an inch under my skin.
Oh God. Fuck
So
that.
it couldn't come to a head. The only thing it was doing was spreading through my body. By the time I went to the hospital that Monday morning, the entire bottom part of my stomach from left to right was red. And I had these 2 softball-sized knots on the bottom part of my stomach right on my waistline because it wasn't coming to a head. It was just spreading and just going anywhere it could. So he told me where it was so deep, he couldn't just lance it and drain it like they would. He had to go in and do surgery. So from what he told me after the surgery, he said that the infection from the abscess actually killed every bit of skin above the abscess. So he had to just take a big chunk of my skin out.
Oh.
Yeah. So here I am, a week and a half later, still have I have to change the bandages on it every day because I have to keep it open until it heals. So if there is any more infection, it can push it out. But he wanted to keep me overnight in the hospital because when he sent me home that Monday and I had to be back 7 o'clock in the morning Tuesday, in that small time period, it had doubled in size. So he wanted to keep me in the hospital overnight and he pumped me with 10 bags of clindamycin antibiotics. And wanted to make sure my body cleared itself up. So I went Tuesday and he took a look at it and he said that he didn't see any visible infection, that it's healing great. So should be about a week and I should be completely healed back up and back to my rotten self.
Back to your normal, rotten, everyday self.
Yeah, but this week still sucks because I have to go back to work. Of course, I have to make money.
Right.
But I can't wear a belt.
Mm.
Because the belt hits where the bandage is and it hurts.
Yeah.
So I'm walking around all day with pulling up my pants because they keep slipping down because I got a fucking belt on.
Okay,
So, yeah,
that's kind of funny. Someone see you just walking and every few minutes you're just like pulling your pants back up.
Yeah,
like,
you should have seen me in Walmart today picking out a birthday cake for my daughter. It was fucking stupid. I pulled my pants up like 3 or 4 times before I got to the fucking place to pick out the cake.
Did you happen to take like a buggy or something or a shopping cart or something?
No, I just walked straight on in there because that's all I had to get. So I was just wanting to get in and get out. But
you could have stopped yourself because maybe like you could have stopped yourself pulling up your pants like maybe one extra time if you got like a little shopping cart and put the cake in there, and then all you had to focus on is pushing that cart and making sure your pants
that's the
are
good
up. I
thing.
don't know.
Today I just ordered the cake. I don't pick it up till Sunday. So
okay, good. Well,
yeah, I just walked in, told them the Dora Explorer cake, and walked out.
Okay, well then never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
walked in, said Dora the Explorer cake. I'll be here Sunday to get it. Peace out. That's all that was.
Something interesting you told me whenever we had to unfortunately cancel the podcast last week, whenever we were talking about all that stuff, was the fact that apparently every woman that you kept on telling the story to, because you said you had pictures of it.
Yeah, my mom took pictures of it.
All wanted to see the pictures.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, am I just not like, okay, is it what? Why?
I don't know. My mom's one of the worst examples. Well, my mom's one of the best examples. She's into this show, Dr. Pimple Popper.
Yeah, I know that. I've seen that. It's interesting, but it's kind of...
I don't want to watch that shit.
I don't want to watch it, no.
No. I don't want to see that shit. And, this was on my body, and I don't want to look at it. But, Mom couldn't wait to pull a bandage off and look at it. My sister's messaging me going, "Hey, send pictures." And there's Lulu in the club. Lulu in the club. I was like, so Mom just took a picture of my cut, and she got like giddy about. She did. She got giddy and happy. She's like, "Oh, send me pictures. I want to see a picture." And I'm like, man, this is just what's wrong with you people?
I don't understand that at all. I mean, like, am I missing something here? Is like seeing brutal? Is it now? Is it seeing like brutal images of gore and stuff like a turn on to women? What the heck? I didn't think that was a thing people liked. Let alone okay. So in a non-sexist sort of way, you'd think that like someone wanting to see gore would be a guy thing, wouldn't you?
I mean, yeah. But honestly, I don't even think it's gore. I think it's more of a. I think a lot of females have more of a fascination toward like medical stuff like that, and if it gets gross, then just like all the better for some reason.
I guess
I'm not sure.
I don't.
It's
like
my mom. My mom don't like gory horror movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But she will watch that pimple popper all day, or she'll watch this new one about like feet, where like their toenails are curled up around into their feet and shit.
Stop it. Gross.
Yeah.
What?
My mom loves watching that kind of shit. My sister does too.
Holy shit! What? I don't get that. That's so weird.
There's a new show called My Feet Are Killing Me. I can't remember what channel it's on.
Of course there
But
is.
that's what they concentrate on. They concentrate on, people that haven't trimmed their toenails in years, or got these big bunions and stuff on their feet, or they're cutting off calluses or whatever the hell they're doing to these people's feet.
My God.
And my mom loves this shit.
I gotta like. I don't know. I gotta do something.
I don't even like watching those like doctor shows. So
No.
I mean, that's just not my thing.
I don't get it. I really don't get it.
I guess it also probably goes back to that old saying. I can't remember what movie it was, but chicks dig scars. So I guess maybe they dig how they got the scar. I don't know.
I guess, but like a scar that's really
I
like
don't know.
badly looking, like a scar. Fuck, I don't know.
Mine ain't even a scar yet. Mine's still a wound.
Yeah, it's a wound. They don't even like the scars anymore. They just like looking at ripped open flesh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are we saying that women are zombies?
They're bloodthirsty.
They like the open wound and they want... No, wait. Wait a minute.
Oh yeah. I know for a fact President Lulu is vicious and probably just bloodthirsty anyway.
Yeah. Maybe they're vampires.
Yeah.
They like to suck. I'm sorry.
They read too many Anne Rice novels growing up.
I don't know who that is.
Interview with a Vampire.
Blah. Blah. Who reads? Who reads while I'm currently looking at my book trying to read for school?
Yeah. And I'm a historian club and have to make pages of records, but I don't read any of them.
Blah. Readings for nerds.
Readings for readers.
Readers like reading.
Yeah.
Dude, I was really worried about you.
My dad used to make shirts that said AA is for quitters.
On another note, I was really worried about you last week, honestly, man. Like,
I was worried about me.
Oh, yeah, obviously you were worried about you, but like, from my perspective, last week wasn't a good week because not only did you go to the hospital, my friggin' dad went to the hospital. Oh,
yeah, he told me about that.
Yeah, he apparently had clots in his heart. They're like 80%. Was it clots or I can't remember. It was like 80 blockages. That's right. Thank you. 80% blockages in his heart, and they had to get 2 stents in there. I'm just like, this week sucks.
Yeah, he messaged me to check up on me, and he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I was in the hospital too." And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
And he told me about stents on his heart, and I was like, "Okay, you got me beat." Yeah.
So I'm just like panicking a little bit with my dad, and then I heard that you were in the hospital. I'm just like, oh fuck, great.
Yeah.
So my father and the person that I find is a really good friend of mine that I do a fucking show with was in the hospital this week. I just want this week to end now.
And that's what sucks is like me and my dad was talking because you bring up dads.
Hey.
is my dad. My dad sat in the hospital like he was trying to brag, talking about, "Oh, I've been put in the hospital overnight except for one time." And he started talking about it, and then it hit me. I was like, "Well, when's the last time? Wait a minute, this is the first time I've been put in the hospital overnight.
Yeah.
This sucks."
It's not fun.
No.
No,
Especially when you're a smoker. I want a cigarette so fucking bad.
Now, I've never been put in the hospital at night before, overnight or anything, but damn it, I've been there.
Oh, yeah.
I've
been a
fucking
few
been there.
times.
I've been there quite a few times already on my short life so far, and I hate it, and I never want to do it again, but unfortunately, that just shit happens, kids clapping, you know? So,
Yeah, the older you get, the more you're going to go there.
hey, shut up. I've already been there a lot. I don't want to go back. In fact,
I don't wanna go either.
I can think right now, but of our local hospitals, I think I've been to every single one of them.
Oh,
That's,
really?
That's not something that I should be able to say, J-Bomb.
Yeah, that's not good bragging rights there, Puddy.
I'm not happy about it, but shit happens.
Now, I mean, I've stayed the night in the hospital before, but it wasn't for me. You know?
Right, yeah.
When my kids were born, I stayed overnight with my ex-wife and my kid in the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
But I could go out and smoke, you know.
Right, this
I
one
could
you
go.
couldn't.
I could go get in my car and go down the road and pick up a burger and come back. You know.
Yeah,
Not this time.
You didn't have that ability with this time round.
No, but I had some help. Thank God. My sister Ashley, she brought me a big foot-long meatball sub from Subway.
Oh my God, it makes me hungry for a meatball sub.
I mean, like a whole case of Mountain Dew.
Man,
Yeah, those are good.
dude,
Yeah,
you're
my
making
dad
me
brought me a
hungry.
whole case of Mountain Dew. Oh yeah, subs will make you think like that.
And a whole case of dew as well.
Yeah.
Damn.
But apparently, like, my mom brought my 2-year-old by right after my surgery, or right when they put me in my room. But I was so doped up, I barely remember them being there.
Really?
When I was home, I looked at Mom. I said, "You and DJ came by that morning, didn't you?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I barely remember that."
That's how my mom was whenever the time she had to get part of her leg taken off there. Some of my old friends from elementary school, and one of my old friends and his mom actually came in to see her. He used to call her his like second mom and everything, and I used to call his mom my second mom. And they came in and saw her that day that day that she had the surgery as well. But she was so gone, she didn't realize where she was until like that evening. They had already long gone, and my other cousin was in there, who's also part-time nurse as well. So she didn't work at that, but she was helping her with stuff. And like months later, maybe even a year later, I remember Mom and I talking about it, and I just asked Mom. I was like, "Mom, do you remember them being there?" And she's like, "They were there." I'm just like, "Yeah, they were."
And when you're waking up from
crazy.
surgery, dude, that anesthesia's some shit.
I'll
tell you right now, it's the best fucking sleep you've ever had.
I don't ever want to experience that. Never.
That's the third time I've been put under, but waking up is a bitch.
Yeah.
It takes you about an hour and a half to completely wake up. It's hell of a trip.
Can imagine. Well, I'm glad you're better, man. I'm glad you're getting better, and hopefully that's like the end of your hospital visits for a long time.
I agree. I don't want to go back.
Like
that's what I told my dad on the way out. I was like, I don't want to come back here ever again.
Yeah, it's not fun. So let's hope that Jbomb is safe to save the planet all the times.
Yes, agreed. I hope the same for you, buddy.
Thank you, sir. I'm going to need it.
Well, we need to keep our asses out of hospitals.
That's true.
Yeah.
But you're talking about an experience. That's not a good experience, which I can agree it's not. But I think I know something. I know something that would be a good experience for you to have, though.
What's that?
Whenever you get a chance, and I'd like to talk about it a little bit because there's apparently some stuff around it.
Okay.
Go to your local movie seller.
Local red box.
Redbox, or you can just, if you have Amazon Prime Video or got a PlayStation or Xbox, I'm sure they have like it on their video services as well. And buy or rent and download Parasite. Dude,
I've heard a lot of hoopla over it. I've yet to watch it though.
So if anybody's not curious what Parasite is, it is a South Korean film. I'm not going to tell the basic plot or whatever, because you the listener can go watch it, and I recommend you do that. But the big things that's been happening with it, especially this week, which you don't have to hear us talk about, you probably heard it a billion times already. We're just going to mention it again because I'm a aspiring filmmaker and it just blows my mind, is that it's the first South Korean film to ever win the Best Picture award at the Oscars.
It's amazing.
And not only did it win that, it won 3 other awards and were nominated for 2 other categories.
Oh, yeah.
So
now, since you've watched it, is it worthy of those titles?
Yes, but that's also without watching the others, because I know Joker's there, I know Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's there, I know 1917, all that stuff. That's unfortunately without seeing the other ones, but with just seeing this one, I can already see how it won at least something, you know? Like, my shock of...
is it a good storyline, or is it like one of these artsy kind of movies?
There is artsy stuff in it, but the story is actually kind of, it's kind of basic at first, honestly.
Well,
it's like you can follow it, and it does have kind of like a twist at the end there, near the end, but it's not like a humongous type thing. It was easy. Look, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I think my name being Puddy is all you need to know about that. But but like, it was easy for me to follow, even with subtitles and everything. And heck, even if you took the subtitles off, I feel like even though you wouldn't understand what's going on, I think just watching the film, you'd kind of be able to tell the story.
Be able to understand what's going on without actually reading it.
To an extent, I think. If this gets you any more excited for, on IMDb, it's rated 8.6 out of 10.
Nice.
Rotten Tomatoes is 99%, and Metacritic is at a 96%.
Wow.
Now, I will say, I compare it to another movie that I did watch that wasn't nominated for anything, but The Lighthouse. I'll compare it to that.
Now, you talked about The Lighthouse the last time we did an episode of the Willem Dafoe, Robert Pattinson movie, right?
Yes, and okay. I love that. If I had to compare, I think this one, I can absolutely see it winning more than that, but I like, my personal preferences, I like The Lighthouse more. I think The Lighthouse will end up being my favorite film of 2019. I think. Now, that's also without watching Joker and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but I really enjoyed The Lighthouse, but it does
Joker was very good, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was awesome if you're into that kind of movie.
Right, and I like Tarantino movies. I've seen Pulp Fiction and everything. I like those kinds of movies. Like, I like his style. I just need to watch more of it.
Tarantino's movies kind of are an acquired taste. Not everybody likes Tarantino.
Yeah.
But I do. I'm a huge Tarantino fan.
Something I will say about Parasite is the shot selection. Some of it does kind of come across as artsy because the way they shoot it and how it looks, but the cinematography in this film, it does such a good job of telling you a story without saying anything. And that's what films need to be. Motion pictures, they need to tell you a story. Like, you don't have, like, okay, I hate modern films whenever they blurt out exposition that you could just show us. We're at a movie to watch the movie. I know audio is important, but you can show us what's going on.
Yeah.
So show us what's going on.
It's a good way of storytelling is if you can do it visually. It's more impactful if you can do it visually than just saying it.
And this film does such a good job at visually showing you what's going on. That's why I think, like, even if you can't understand it, I think you can still kind of understand or kind of get what the story is about or see where it's going here, there, everywhere. Because it's just shot really well.
Mm.
It's an excellent film. I love it. Now,
is it also directed by a foreign director?
Yeah, I'm gonna mess up the director's name, by the way, but I'm gonna try my best. It's not a too hard name, but I'm not too bright of a person. The director's name is Bong Joon-ho.
Bong Joon-ho.
Yeah, this is a South Korean film. Highly recommend it. I think there was another South Korean film that was really good that I've been watching a review of from this YouTube channel named Your Movie Sucks. Because he reviewed this one and then he reviewed the US one from 2013. It's called Old Boy.
Old Boy.
And apparently the US one sucks, and honestly I can kind of see how it would suck. I just want to double check here. A
lot of time the U.S. remakes of other country movies or TV series usually are nowhere near as good as the original.
Yeah, so Old Boy came out in 2003, and it was another South Korean film. So, hey, South Korea must be doing some pretty damn good stuff.
Some groundbreaking shit.
Absolutely. Hey, and with Old Boy, it's free on Tubi and Vudu, by the way. So, that's definitely something I'll be watching after this, by the way. I didn't know it was free on there.
Oh, yeah.
So, and if you want to watch Parasite, that I'm seeing from Google, it's available on YouTube, Google Play Store, Amazon Prime, and Vudu for $5.99 to rent.
Nice.
Worth it. Definitely worth it. Both films are worth it. Speaking of films that are worth it, in competition to what Parasite has done, becoming the first South Korean film to win Best Picture at the Academy Awards at the Oscars. I think it'd be interesting to go back in time a bit and learn some history about the Academy Awards for the Best Picture. I think we should. I think this is a good time now. This is a good bit to do. I'm gonna play some background music here, by the way. Jbomb, you're welcome. This is Jbomb and Puddy go to the Oscars. I don't know what music I'm gonna put here, but hey.
I feel like Gene Siskel or Roger Ebert. I guess you'd be Ebert.
Well, they're both rolling around in their graves right now, even thinking that either of us could be them. So
I think they're both dead, actually.
That's what I said. That. Yeah, they're rolling around in their graves because we do not come close to them.
Nah.
Not even close. But okay, so this is all on Wikipedia, so take anything I say with a grain of salt. Already doing a great job at Roger and Ebert.
Actually, Roger is Ebert.
That's right. Fuck. Wow. All right. Oh my God. What was his name? What was his name? I already forgot.
Roger
Siskel.
Ebert. Gene Siskel.
Yeah, fucking asshole.
Yeah, I'm a geek. That's the only reason I know it.
So, a little bit interesting is that the Best Picture Award has been called 5 different things since it came up in 1927. From 27 to 29, it was known as the Academy Award for Outstanding Picture. From 29 to 40, it was known as the Academy Award for Outstanding Production. From 41 to 43, it was the Academy Award for Outstanding Motion Picture. From 44 to 61, it was for the Academy Award for Best Motion Picture. And from 62 to now, and from now on, it's called the Academy Award for Best Picture. I'm not going to lie, I like Outstanding Motion Picture better.
Yeah.
Because to me, calling it just Best Picture just sounds so basic and boring.
Yeah.
For Best So if I picked off a GIF off Google and just put it on there, is that the Best Picture Award?
Yeah, right.
So like it's a movie. They're supposed to be
Yeah,
movies. Like movies can be anything, and I think they did that to include like animated stuff too. I don't know, probably not,
that'd
but
still be a motion picture.
yeah, it's still. So I don't understand why it's just called for Best Picture. Because wouldn't that mean you could also have standard still pictures?
Maybe they got to pay for every letter on the trophy.
Maybe I don't understand. Even best motion picture sounds better, and that's what it was called from 44 to 61.
Yeah,
That's what they should have kept it called. I don't understand why they took out the motion picture side of it. But
I like the picture thing.
maybe you're right. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways, we are now going to list off every single one, and I might even mention some that might shock you here. I know of one that shocked me at first because I honestly, because how big it is, I thought it originally won. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that here in just a minute.
Okay.
So I'm not going to have you guess on any of these until we get to probably like the well, maybe a couple in the 80s, maybe a couple in the 90s here and there. I don't know.
Mm.
But these definitely early ones, I'm just going to try to get through. Because do you really want to try to guess what the first ever Academy Award
God,
for
no.
Best Picture? Yeah.
I have no idea.
So in 1927 to 28, the first ever Best Picture award went to Paramount Famous Lasky's Wings.
Wings.
And I'm not going to name the film studio for all those, but that was the very first Best Picture award.
Only Wings I know was a sitcom in the 90s.
See, that's the first thing I thought of whenever I saw that. Was
Yeah,
that sitcom? Yeah.
You know, Tim Daly's flying around in a plane, you know.
Yeah. So let's go through these really quick since we got Wings out of the way. 28-29, The Broadway Melody. 29-30, All Quiet on the Western Front. 30-31, Cimarron. A movie by RKO Radio. I don't know where. 31-32, Grand Hotel. 32-33, Cavalcade. I'm just looking here. Nothing particularly stands out. 34, It Happened One Night. That went up against Cleopatra, Viva Villa. I just know that recently because we've been talking about that time period in class. 35, Mutiny on the Bounty. That went up against the original Les Miserables.
Oh, nice.
1936, The Great Ziegfeld. 37, The Life of Emile Zola. 38, You Can't Take It With You. Gone with the Wind, 1939. That went up against Wizard of Oz. I'm really surprised by that Wizard of Oz didn't win. Now, what would you say? Which one's the better movie, though? Gone with the Wind or the Wizard of Oz? I mean,
in my opinion, if I'm going to sit down and watch one, I'm going to watch Wizard of Oz.
yeah, and I think memorable wise, I think it is also Wizard of Oz. I can see why Gone with the Wind
is like forever long.
Yeah. I can see why it won, though. It is a forever long movie, but it's really nicely shot. The story is really good. But Wizard of Oz, I think, if this was taken now, if this was done now, I think it would have won.
Oh, yeah.
1940 was Rebecca. 41, How Green Was My Valley. 42, Miss Minerva. Oh, my God. Miniver. I shouldn't be the one doing this. 43, Casablanca, classic. Still haven't seen it.
I did when I was a kid, and I don't even really remember it.
Need to watch it, man. I just need to go back and watch it. We both do, apparently.
You're the one in film school. You go watch it.
Hey, take your face hole. So from 1944 on, there were only 5 movies per year that were nominated for Best Picture. I think up until like the 90s or the early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
Because like from the beginning to 43, there were upwards of like 7 or 8 different movies. But from 44 to like the early 2000s or 90s or something, there were only 5. I don't know why they changed that. So 44 was Going My Way. 45, The Lost Weekend. 46, The Best Years of Our Lives. 47, Gentleman's Agreement. 48, Hamlet. 49, All the King's Men. 50, All About Eve. 51, An American in Paris. 52, The Greatest Show on Earth. By the way, if there's any that sound interesting, just say something and I'll stop and we'll talk about it, by the way, Jbomb.
I'll call it out.
So, by the way, 52, that went up against High Noon. High Noon is actually, it's not a bad movie. It's just, that's a movie we've watched in our class so much.
Oh, yeah?
So, I had to mention that anyways. That's Gary Cooper film there. Just, Jesus Christ. 53, From Here to Eternity. 54, On the Waterfront. 55, Marty. 56, Around the World in 80 Days. 57, The Bridge on the River Kwai. 58, Gigi. That's really sad to hear that name now.
Yeah.
Yes. Jesus Christ. Rest in peace, Kobe and Gigi. And everybody on that helicopter. 59, Ben-Hur. That also went up against The Diary of Anne Frank, Anatomy of a Murder. And Anatomy of the Murder. Not anyways.
Ben-Hur was a big deal back in the day, though.
1960, The Apartment. 61, West Side Story. 62, Lawrence of Arabia. 63, Tom Jones. 64, My Fair Lady. That went up against Mary Poppins and beat it. I'm kind of surprised by that.
You went down, Mary Poppins.
But it's all right because the next year, Julie Andrews? Is that right?
Yeah.
She won with The Sound of Music. Dude, Sound of Music was actually really good. It's just really like definitely not our style.
Yeah.
I'm going back.
That's a classic.
Yeah, I'm going back and watch it now because it's on Disney Plus, and it's really nice. Like I don't have a problem with it. It's just not something that I would like turn on and be like enthralled with. I'm just watching it because I want to see some of these movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
66, A Man for All Seasons. 67, In the Heat of the Night. That went up against Bonnie and Clyde in the original Dr. Dolittle.
Nice.
68, Oliver. 69, Midnight Cowboy. Here we go. Some 70s ones are interesting here.
Disco in here now.
70, Patton. 71, The French Connection. That went up against A Clockwork Orange.
Now, Patton was a damn good movie, though.
72, Even After Deliverance there. Got The Immigrants there. But The Godfather won.
Godfather. Yeah.
That one's pretty obvious. 63, here we go. The Exorcist. It didn't win, but it was up there for a nomination. But The Sting beat it.
The Exorcist was it was a popular movie when it came out, but it was also very looked down on when it came out. So.
I mean, it must not have been that looked down on. It was nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah.
Maybe to people, if it was a popular vote, it probably wouldn't have got in there.
Yeah.
But I can see it. Chinatown for 74 was nominated. I mentioned Chinatown just because that's another movie, just like High Noon, we've watched so much in class. But the winner of that one was The Godfather 2. Yeah, anything with The Godfather, unless it's Godfather 3, probably won.
Yeah.
And I didn't even watch, I haven't watched any of them. I tried to watch the first Godfather and I got bored within like 20 minutes. Which is not something you should do, but I haven't been into movies as much as I'm trying to be now, so maybe I'll go back and watch it one day.
I'm not the biggest Scorsese fan anyway. So.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few Scorsese films I like, but this wasn't really ever my thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, am I really willing to sit through about 3 hours of this movie? And then
like people want to kick my ass when I say I wasn't big on Goodfellas, but I just wasn't.
I don't think I really like mobster movies. I don't know. Or
Not
mob
too
movies
many
or something.
I like.
I don't know.
Yeah.
65, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That went up against Nashville and Jaws.
Nice.
That
Good
beat out
year.
Jaws. 76, Rocky.
Rocky won an Academy Award.
It not only did it win an Academy Award, it won the Academy Award for Best Picture. The award.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So here's the interesting one. 1977. What movie came out in 1977, J-Bomb?
Star Wars.
What movie won the Academy Award of 1977, J-Bomb?
Wasn't Star Wars.
It was Annie Hall.
Yeah.
In fact, Star Wars was never nominated after this for an Academy Award.
Yeah. Star Wars, according to Hollywood, Star Wars was originally created. It was meant to be for kids.
Yeah.
They never expected Star Wars to gain the popularity it did.
Yeah, but look at Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't watch the Academy Awards a lot. Most of the movies I'm into don't stand a damn chance at the Academy Awards.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, the simple fact that Joker did good this year, I was like, well, hey, one for the good guys,
That's pretty funny. 78, The Deer Hunter. 79, Kramer versus Kramer. That had competition up against Apocalypse Now, but Kramer versus Kramer won. I tried to watch Apocalypse Now. I got halfway through, and I don't know. I like that it's one of those movies that's kind of like a Jacob's Ladder in the sense, like,
yeah,
it's not exactly like that, but it's like a brutal, like, what, The Heart of Darkness is the book that it's based off of. Yeah, that's it. But
it's your typical badass military, war movie. Like, I'm a big fan of Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, and I like Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket's good.
Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't get into Apocalypse Now. I might have to try it again. That was very recently too. I tried to watch that, so I don't know. Ordinary People, 1980. Chariots of Fire, 1981. That one went up against Raiders of the Lost Ark. 1982, Gandhi. That went up against E.T. the Extraterrestrial. 83, Terms of Endearment. 84, Amadeus. Amadeus, excuse me, yeah. 85, Out of Africa. 86, Platoon.
Platoon was good.
87, The Last Emperor. That was a good movie. We watched that in class. That was pretty good. That went up against Fatal Attraction. Rain Man in 88. 89, Driving Miss. Good. 89 was Driving Miss Daisy.
Nice.
1990, Dances with Wolves.
Damn good movie.
Now this also went up against Goodfellas and The Godfather Part 3, so it was nominated, but it didn't win.
I'm not a Kevin Costner fan at all, but Dances with Wolves was just a all-around badass movie. Have you seen Dances with Wolves?
No.
Check it out.
That'll be on my list now, along with one particular horror movie that you seem to keep on harping on me about.
Misery.
Speaking of horror movies or thrillers, The Silence of the Lambs won in 1991.
Great movie.
It went up against Beauty and the Beast.
Stomped its ass.
Unforgiven.
Actually, I guess you could say it ate it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
1992, Unforgiven, known as probably one of the last real westerns. Yeah. It went up against A Few Good Men. 1993, Schindler's List.
Good movie.
94, Forrest Gump.
Good movie.
Forrest Gump went up against Pulp Fiction. And Shawshank Redemption.
Nice. That's a hell of a year, then.
Mm-hmm. Braveheart in 95.
Good movie.
That went up against Apollo 13.
Very good movie. I would have gave it to Apollo 13 probably.
Mm-hmm. 1996, The English Patient.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing.
It beat out Fargo and Jerry Maguire.
I love Fargo.
Okay, this one I didn't really care for. Titanic won in 1997. I can see it.
Of course it won. It won everything when it came out.
Yeah. It beat out Good Will Hunting. Which
I'm sure somewhere it won Best Animated Movie and wasn't even animated. And it just won at everything.
Are you kidding me? Every time they went out to the ship, it looked animated.
That's true.
Shakespeare in Love won in 1998, 1999, American Beauty. That had against it The Green Mile, The Insider, and The Sixth Sense.
I would have gave it to The Green Mile.
Yeah.
I wasn't too big on American Beauty. This wasn't my thing. It was weird.
The Great Age of the 2000s, Gladiator.
Great movie. Russell Crowe's the shit.
Mm-hmm. Beat out Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Also a good movie.
A Beautiful Mind in 2001 beat out Fellowship of the Ring.
Oh, yeah.
Chicago in 2002 beat out The Two Towers.
No. Every time you say Lord of the Rings got beat by anything, I'm like, Academy.
2003, The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King won.
Yeah.
So they finally won. It took 3 years, but they finally got a win.
Yeah.
2004, $1 Million Baby beat out Ray.
I wasn't into either one of those, really.
2005, Crash. I don't know what that is.
Can't say it. I didn't watch Crash. I remember when it came out, and I remember a lot of people talk about it, but I never watched it.
It beat out Brokeback Mountain. I thought you'd at least giggle at that one. Now, to be fair,
I did.
I'd watch Brokeback Mountain just to watch it, just to see it. I mean, because I'm not a gay man, I'd straight out skip probably the gay scenes, but I'd watch the movie. I'd at least try it out and watch it.
I'm not big on westerns either, so I just don't know.
Yeah. It's kind of a double-edged sword there. You also got a western, but if you're not actually gay and interested in that, you don't like that part either. Yeah.
The only western I ever liked was Tombstone.
2006, The Departed.
Good movie. Very good movie.
Here's a really good one. 2007, No Country for Old Men.
Oh, yeah. Very good one.
It beat out Juno, which was a big deal at that time.
Juno was a big deal.
So I'm really surprised that No Country for Old Men beat it, but I'm very happy that it did, because that's an awesome movie.
Oh, and it definitely should have beat it.
Oh, yeah. 2008, Slumdog Millionaire.
Never saw it.
It beat out The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Wasn't big on that one either.
Now, in 2009 is whenever they started adding more than just 5 to the ballots again. So we're going to have a lot of movies added onto this that it beat out, that the ones that it won beat out. 2009 is exceptional for what beat out these bigger movies. So in 2009, some of the movies that were on here were Up, Precious, based on the novel Push by Sapphire, District 9.
That was an awesome movie.
The Blind Side, Inglourious Bastards.
Great movie.
And Avatar.
Avatar won, didn't it?
All of those did not win.
Oh, really?
The Hurt Locker won.
I never even watched that.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I remember it, but I didn't watch it.
2010, The King's Speech.
Never watched it, but heard a lot about it.
It beat out 127 Hours, Black Swan, Inception, The Social Network, Toy Story 3, and True Grit.
Now, Inception's one of my favorite movies of all time, so
Mm-hmm.
I would have went with Inception on that.
The Artist won in 2011, beating out The Descendants, Hugo. I don't recognize the rest of these, nor do they sound interesting to me. Maybe Moneyball with what's his name? Brad Pitt looks like, I think.
I don't remember who was in Moneyball.
No, Jonah Hill. Whatever, doesn't matter. 2012 Argo. Argo beat out Django Unchained. The remake of Les Miserables.
Django was good.
Life of Pi, Lincoln, and Zero Dark 30.
Oh.
Zero Dark 30 creeped me out a little bit, just because of all the realistic depictions of war and everything.
Yeah.
But that was also the time where I was still kind of like a wimp. As I still am, to be fair, let's be honest. But I'm getting better.
He's improving, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm trying slowly but surely. 12 Years a Slave won in 2013. I still want to watch that. I've heard great things. It beat out American Hustle and The Wolf of Wall Street. Oh, and Gravity. Birdman or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance won in 2014. Which I could totally see this being a controversial one because it beat out American Sniper. Oh. Excuse me. It also beat out the Imitation Game with Benedict Cumberbatch, but I don't know what that is. Spotlight won in 2015. It beat out The Martian, Mad Max Fury Road, and The Revenant.
I like Fury Road and The Revenant.
Mm-hmm.
Both very crazy movies.
2016, Moonlight beat out La La Land and Hidden Figures. Hidden Figures actually has a lady. I've mentioned her on the podcast here, Katherine Johnson, because he has a statue up at State. Yeah, that actually one of those people in there was her, depicted her, because it's about like women that worked in NASA.
Oh, okay. I know what movie you're talking about.
Yeah. The Shape of Water won in 2017. I've heard great things about it. Still haven't seen it. Like a lot of these movies.
I've heard it's really good, and I haven't checked it out yet either.
It beat out a bunch of movies that I don't know of. Like, I've heard of Lady Bird because I looked up A24 movies because, we talked about it here. I think A24 is great now.
Yeah.
But all these other movies I never heard of, nor don't really care to watch right now. Oh, Get Out. I skipped that one. Whoops. Get Out. Get Out's the only other one I think looks good.
I have not watched Get Out yet. I have it, but I haven't watched.
I want to watch it. I think that'd be great. And then last year's movies, the Green Book won, beating out Black Panther, Black KKK Klansman. I don't know how they pronounce it, but it's like Black Klansman, but it has KKK in the middle.
Yeah, I think I just called it Black Klansman.
Okay. Black Klansman and Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody was awesome.
And then, of course, this year, Parasite beat out Ford vs. Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Woman, Marriage Story, 1917, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. There have been individuals who have won. There have been two individuals, that have won individual awards 3 different times. So Sam Spiegel and Saul Zenza, I butchered those names, has won 3 awards at the Academy Awards, and then 2 wins to Arthur Freed, Clint Eastwood, Dee Dee Gardner, Jeremy Kleiner, Branko Lustig, I don't know, Albert S. Rudy, and Robert Wise. And a bunch of nominations. The last thing we'll talk about as we take a look at the history of the Academy Awards. This might have been a bust of a bit, by the way. But anyways.
I liked it.
But anyways, we'll look at nominations and wins just of the top 3 production companies or film studios or whatever. The top 3 of most nominations going from third to first. Nominations: Metro or MGM got 40 nominations. Columbia Pictures with 56, and 20th Century Fox, now 20th Century Studios, with 60 nominations. This is for Best Picture. Nice. And then with the wins column, 20th Century Fox, now 20th Century. Actually, there's a 4-way tie for third place, including but not limited to Warner Brothers Pictures, Universal, MGM, and 20th Century Fox, now 20th Century Studios, with 9 wins. Paramount Pictures is close to first, but it has 11 wins, and Columbia Pictures has 12 wins for the best pictures of the year. So what'd you think?
I like it. I will have to check out this Parasite because, like I said, I've seen Joker and I saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So Parasite must be something because both Joker and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was awesome.
And now think about it. It's a South Korean film that's on the same list as Casablanca, as The Sound of Music.
Gone with the fucking wind.
Gone with the fucking wind, yeah. It's on the same list as all those movies are now.
Yeah, and as a winner.
As a winner, yeah. I think...
Not just a nominee, a winner.
I think it's really good. Personally, I did like The Lighthouse better, but that's just because that fits my style of movie more. I like horror movies more.
Now, Joaquin Phoenix did get Best Actor at the Academy.
Yeah.
That's when he made his crazy long speech about cows and stuff.
So that was a thing.
Yeah.
If that was boring to you, and if the Academy Awards and something is not a particular thing you care about because it's just a bunch of Hollywood people kissing each other's ass, well, suck it up, Buttercup.
We can go back to talking about wrestling.
I mean, we could go back to talking about wrestling if you want to. I mean, if you don't want us here talking about movies, which we like doing, I mean, we can go back to talk about wrestling. It's our show. We can do what we want. And if you don't like it, let me
Please
introduce you. I was going to say, let me introduce you to the smartest guy I know to plug his thing, but you know what? Just please keep listening anyways. We're not that smart, but hey, keep fucking listening. Maybe we'll say something that might intrigue you.
We might say something to make you laugh.
Jbomb, I hate to do this, but we got to cut the show off a little early tonight. I do have homework to finish up. I need to...
Doing your damn homework.
Yeah, I should have read it earlier, honestly, but now I'm just kind of going to struggle to get it done and hope for the best anyways. Sorry, everybody, for cutting it out early today, but boys got to do what a boy's got to do. He's got to get that grade. Got to get out of college.
Grade, yeah. Me, I have like 2 stops to do tomorrow, and I can start my weekend, so I'm just ready to get some bug killing done and get my paycheck. And my daughter, actually, since we're still on here, I'll go ahead and give a little shout out to my daughter, who will be turning 3 on Sunday.
Happy birthday!
Yeah.
Happy birthday!
My little Danica, all grown up.
Little girl Danica, happy birthday! Puddy says happy birthday. Okay, pretty good.
I'll have to play that to her. She'll just stare at the phone and be like, "Who the hell is that?"
Who is this weird person trying to tell me happy birthday? Stop singing to me, weird person.
She's just going to expect you to show up with balloons next.
No. No.
No.
Because I don't want to know if anybody floats.
We all float, buddy.
There we go.
Wow, that's impressive.
I'm keeping that in.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jbomb, do you know if anybody's playing tonight?
I do not.
All right, that's fair.
I tried to look, and I didn't find anything, but
I know
I'm
that
sure there's something going on somewhere.
I know that next week is going to be little cousin Maylee's little itty bitty's birthday. Going to be 1 year old, and unfortunately I have to miss it because I have to work.
Oh, that sucks.
Nah, you know. But I want to go ahead and wish my little baby cousin a happy birthday. 1 year old.
Yeah.
Skinner.
Happy birthday, Duchess.
Throw her the happiest birthday ever.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I agree. Duchess deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She puts up with Skinner on that.
Well, I think that's just about it. Now it's time for the advice portion. I just looked up. This is not even our advice, obviously. I mean, you can get advice everywhere, but we do like to leave you with some advice. So I went up, searched the first thing on Google. I'll be honest with you. These are 25 excellent pieces of advice that most people ignore. And I'm going to read all 25 of these. Well, just the bolder ones. I'm not going into the details that they do, which is not much, but I don't even like reading for homework. You think I'm going to read to you guys what I have to see on this thing right now? You can forget that noise.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Get it. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck the shit out of it. You just fuck it. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
Just calm down. Just calm down.
Okay, sorry.
Take some breaths.
All right, here's my advice, but it's not on the website. Don't fuck too hard. You might have an aneurysm.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, so...
Aneurysms are bad, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Aneurysm bad, okay?
Yeah, they're real bad.
They're real bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, the first of 25. Take time to know yourself. A narrow focus brings big results. I feel like I've done this. I'm having deja vu. Have I read out the same list? I don't think it's the same list. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, we're doing it again because I'm lazy. But these are good advice things. I mean, I'm not...
Yeah.
Fucking get over it.
I'm just talking out your ass, yeah.
By the way, this is on inc.com. So if you want to look for this article, there you go. Third one, show up fully. I don't know what that means. It says, don't dwell on the past and don't daydream about the future, but concentrate on showing up fully in the present moment. All right.
Living the here and the now.
Basically. Why didn't they just say that?
Because they wanted to make it, I guess they had probably so many words they had to fill in. I don't know.
They had to get their quota done for the day.
Yeah, it was like a 500-word essay, and they needed those extra ones.
Hey, Jbomb, don't make assumptions. They could have easily just... That was number 4, by the way. Number 5, be patient and persistent. 6, in order to get, you have to give. Lucky comes from hard work. Be your best at all times. Don't try to impress everyone. Don't be afraid of being afraid. Listen to learn. Life's good, but it's not fair. No task is beneath you. You can't always get what you want. Don't make decisions when you are angry or ecstatic. Don't worry what other people think. I could use that one.
Always sound like something a parent's telling their kid in high school.
This is basically all this is. Don't worry what other people think. Use adversity as an opportunity. Do what is right, not what is easy. Dreams remain dreams until you take action. Treat others the same way you want to treat yourself or be treated. When you quit, you fail. Trust your instincts. Learn something new every day. Make what is valuable important. Believe in yourself. And don't masturbate in the fucking water fountain for the 50th fucking time. Thank you all so much for listening, everybody, this week. We're glad to be back. Hopefully we can get back on a regular schedule. But if anything happens, once again, we will let you know, whether it be on KJX3's Facebook, Twitter, at KJX3 Productions. You can check that out there. I don't know what else to promote, and I don't know what else to say. So, Jbomb, take us out.
Yeah. All right. Well, as he said, everybody, thanks for listening. Hopefully we will get back on schedule now that I'm not in the hospital and Puddy's awake. We should be getting back on our normal routine. We'll talk to you all next week. I hope everybody has a great weekend, no matter what you do. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. And as always, fucking stay metal.